Alright guys, my Gliscors here, bringing you the week 4 battle of the UAPB against my boy Dawn Mist and his Spectral Thieves of Hearts. I hope I did say that right. His team is looking very threatening and just really annoying to deal with. A lot of the mons on his team just outplay mine in every way possible, and I cannot stand it at all. His team consists of Landorus, one of the most annoying Pokemon in League format, considering that I can do anything it ever could want to. That thing is just super annoying. Could be Flynium, Rockium, Defensive, Scarf, Rock Setter, Defogger, anything really, and it's just not something I want him to bring. But I do see him bringing it. Slowbro. Definitely something he could bring, but not something he should bring, considering I have Beedrill and Zeraora just to mess that thing up entirely. That he'll have no fun on his team, even if his Assault Vest max defense, Iron defense kind of thing. It's still going to get blown away by Plasma Fist. Also, they try to get me on my EVs. Raikou, definitely a mon I can see him bringing, although we do have Volt Absorb on Zeraora, so if it's not Raikou, I definitely see Glalie Mega coming, or Mega Glalie I should say. But I do see that possibly coming. Cobalion's up next, another mon that could potentially show up, as it is super bulky and can set up rocks and Volt Switch. Mew, very versatile and can do pretty much anything that it could ever want, being able to use every TM in the game. It does have a lot of options. Goodra, another mon I see coming, as it is just very specially bulky, as well as can be banded specs, AV, and just run a whole bunch of moves, as well as Sap Sipper to eat up grass attacks, and just be really hard to deal with. Then he has Mega Glalie, which if you haven't seen yet, because it's going up tomorrow. We are going to be using it in an RU tournament tomorrow. But that thing is just really strong. Like, it's Glaciate, Frustration, Double Edge, all those kind of moves just do a tremendous amount of damage, even with it being really slow at 100 base speed. Next up is Whimsicott. I definitely see that coming. Prankster Tailwind, Prankster T-Wave, just really annoying my team, and I don't really feel like dealing with it, as well as Specs Moonblast. I can also run through my team. Then we see Drapion, Camerupt, and Barbaracle are his last three. Don't really see any of them coming, but they all have their little niche that he could bring them for. And I wouldn't blame him if he did bring it. Camerupt for Rocks, Barbaracle for Shell Smash, Drapion for Pursuit Trapping on Blacephalon, and potential Celebi Pursuit Trap as well. So without further ado, let's go over our team. This Zeraora set is kind of weird. We are running Naive Nature with 40 speed to get that 365, which outspeed his entire team. Instead of just running 216 on speed to outspeed his entire team, excuse me. I need 216 and special attack for HP Ice to 2-hit KO Spadef Lando. So I was going to run a Calm Mindset to get a Calm Mind up in front of Slowbro or something, and try to beat that thing out with Electrium Z Thunderbolt. But I didn't really see that working all too well, because Cobalion took every hit, Goodra walled us completely, and a couple other mons like Whimsicott, if I didn't have HP Poison, which I am running HP Ice for Lando, I couldn't really handle Whimsicott either, as we don't really have a move to handle grass types all too well outside of Fire Punch. But with a Calm Mindset, why would I be running Fire Punch? So Volt Switch is there just to get some momentum on his team. Haven't really brought Volt Switch ever. So maybe it's not something he'll really expect if he has been scouting my team. HP Ice, of course, Landro can 2-hit KO it if it's Spadef. Plasma Fist with Electrium Z will just blow away anything on his team. It's actually stronger than Draconium Z, and it's stronger than Phytinium Z and Darkium. Because on Mew, if I would to knock off with the Z move, Z knockoff does less than Z Plasma Fist. So I just bring in Z Plasma Fist for the sake of that. It's just good. And Outrage is able to OHKO the Goodra, which should be his prime switch in if it's Assault Vest. We should be able to OHKO him with Outrage depending on his spread. If he is more defensive spread, maybe even max HP, it'll at least be a 2 KO. But if Whimsicott is down, Outrage is kind of free on his entire team. Also running Volt Switch because Lando with his Intimidate can really be a bother, pain to the team. So that's pretty much explaining Zero Aura set. Running minus Spadef because I don't really see any special attackers really trying to hit us outside of Raikou, which we eat every hit. Next up is Beedrill, running more of a utility, I guess. Knockoff Defog would be considered utility, as well as Momentum on U-turn and Poison Jab. Not running Fell Stinger or Surge Dance this week, nor Tailwind. Defog is nice because he does have that camera up that can set up rocks, Mew that can set up rocks, Lando sets up rocks, Cobalion sets up rocks. There's too many rock setters. I just don't feel like dealing with rocks when I have 2 mons that are just really weak to it. I could get rid of Defog for something like Brick Break or Drill Run for Cobalion, and that's something I kind of want to do, but I feel like Blacephalon takes advantage of that thing fairly well. But also I do not like the fact that we have to switch out every time it comes in. Shoot. I'm gonna change it for Drill Run and let that be the death of me. And 9 times out of 10 I make a change before a match and lose because of it. But I feel like that's the correct change. Next up, we have Specs Blacephalon being able to click Overheat on his entire team without having to worry about anything. There's no way in the world would he switch in a Slowbro on a Blacephalon. Specs nonetheless. No way. The only mon I see him bringing in on this thing every time is Gudra. Then again, we don't have a Gudra answer at all on our team. Our dragon, if we have on here, is Kyurem. But Kyurem is specially defensive, or especially attacking. And it doesn't touch Gudra or half his team for that matter. That I would like. And if I were to bring it, it would have to be Scarfed in order to deal with Landorus, or Landorus can... Well, actually, it outspeeds Landorus, but that is our challenge, so... I just didn't see the reason of bringing it, really. But Flamethrower is there just in case we don't need Overheat for the nuke, and we can start boosting with Flamethrower. We're just running Specs this week because this outspeeds everything outside of Mew, Raikou, Cobalion, and Whimsicott. And if we can, I don't think we can outspeed Cobalion at all. Like, never. There's really no reason to try to. And maybe he's running more of a bulky spread and we can outspeed him with that. Next up, Donphan, Earthquake, Knockoff, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin because lack of a defogger, we kind of want Rapid Spin, as well as Rocky Helmet just to deal with any U-turns on his team or people trying to get residual, and Knockoff because Scarf Mons really annoy our team. Was going to run Poison Jab for the Whimsicott, but I don't ever see a time I can really catch that thing, as well as Earthquake just kind of messes up his team. Was going to run Ice Shard as well for Landorus, but I feel like now I need Roar if he starts to be double dance Landorus. But I feel like we can be fine with that. Next up we have Leech Seed, Toxic Rest, Giga Drain, Defensive Celebi. Just enough speed to outspeed Barbarical, so that thing can't Shell Smash and try to get away with anything. Leech Seed for recovery, Toxic for Slowbro, Lando, and other stuff like that, just to kind of get some residual down. And we have Rest, and then can switch out with Natural Cure and heal up to full. Just in case we're not already at full, we took like a hefty U-turn from Landorus, or we took a couple Earthquakes, or anything of the sort there. We don't really want to deal with that. And then last but not least, we have Expert Belgren with T-Spikes to kind of annoy most of his team, as a lot of it's grounded. And we get Toxic on Gudra, Toxic on Slowbro, and he might force in Drapion a lot, which can help out with Donphan coming in and getting some big Earthquakes off, or even a knockoff. U-turn for Momentum, of course. Dark Pulse because he doesn't really have a Dark Switch in at all. Outside of Cobalion. We don't have a move on this thing to hit Cobalion, but then again, not too worried about it when we have Donphan and now Beedrill with Drill Run and Blacephalon that can really do some damage to it. Toxic Spikes again for that, and Ice Beam for the good old Landorus, and damage off of Whimsicott. I don't want to miss a gunk shot. That would just be extremely unfortunate and just be really just it wouldn't be nice. So without further ado, we're gonna start this match, and predicted about everything we see here. Predicted Raikou wrong. And that was the only thing we predicted wrong. So I said if he wasn't bringing Raikou, he was bringing Slowbro. But it doesn't seem like he brought Slowbro. He brought Camerupt instead of what we thought. So we guessed everything about right. Except he brought Camerupt instead of the Raikou. First things first, we can lead Donphan, do Earthquake. I mean, he has so many Rock Setters on his team, and that is the most annoying part. Is that the first 4 Mons on his team can set up rocks. And we got rid of we're gonna leave Beedrill. I kinda just want to U-turn out on anything. And maybe to pressure the fact that if he leads Cobalion or this, I'm gonna U-turn out and go into good old Donphan boy. If he leads Whimsicott, he's going to have to switch out unless he is Scarfed. And I don't think he wants to do that. The challenge, sorry, it took a bit. No, it's all good. Have fun. I took 10 minutes, which is longer than normal, so... Oop. Sorry. So, pretty much here. I think leading Beedrill is our best choice. Beedrill has a fine matchup against a lot of things. It can also U-turn out on Mew. I see Mew as more of a Scarfed Mew. I don't see Mew being defensive. And he leads Goodra. Tell me he doesn't sell. I don't see it, but then again I'm gonna speak it to life, and I don't think I imported my sets. No sir. Let's grab these. Bring them in here. And I'm mad that the only Goodra sets they have are offensive. So Goodra, see, and this is like no HP Goodra, which I haven't seen ever. I'm so used to bulky Goodra, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, Poison Jab will knock out. I'll go for Poison Jab and die to like a Fire Punch or Fire. I mean, if he's banded, that is. So you know, we're gonna U-turn out as we get a nice attack off on Camerupt. 25% on Camerupt. I'm assuming that's just average. No, he's max defense. He's Rocky Helmet too. So yeah, max defense, bold, Camerupt. So on a Donphan, that boy is going down. Blacephalon knocks out easily with a Shadow Ball. And if he, you know, I feel like going Blacephalon would be a good idea, because that would force in Goodra, and I don't really know what Goodra wants. I don't want Camerupt to set up rocks at all. But he shows Rocky Helmet. He showed max defense. There's no crit. Blacephalon can come in and click Shadow Ball. Every time here, this modest Shadow Ball will knock out. 89. Like, this thing's always an Oko from a max defense Camerupt. And if he wants to sack Camerupt now, this will open up the door for more U-turn from Beedrill, because this thing was the Rocky Helmet counter. If he sacks this thing, he does not have a U-turn switch in at all. Like, I just U-turn all day on him. And then again, I do see Scarf Mew coming. I do see more of a Tailwind Whimsicott. I believe Medium Z is banned, and that boy is gone. Give him my special attack raise. No more U-turn switch-ins for him. Probably wasn't expecting specs. We're 991 special attack. This boy is power. Mew can outspeed us here, but I wonder if he'll think of us being modest. I really don't care if people come in. I just don't want to look. Clicking. So the question is would he risk the fact that I could be Scarfed here? Goes out into Landorus. My Landorus answer is gonna be Donphan, as he's just gonna fire off an Earthquake and we take some chip off on him. I could have stayed in and just fired off a Landorus. U-turn does like 11, so we could have just stayed in there, and that really sucks. Because we would have had a huge Shadow Ball off on something. Whimsicott comes out, and I feel like just going Celebi. Because I don't care if Celebi gets paralyzed. I don't care if Celebi... That's... offensive? If I don't have a Toxic here, I think it's free. But I wonder if he'll predict that. He does, okay. So we'll go Donphan and set up our rocks. Landorus looks to be offensive with that U-turn doing that kind of damage. U-turn doing 20 shows he's offensive. We're gonna go Donphan on this as he just fires off a close combat on a Celebi. That's a lot of damage too. Gobalion. That's a max roll. I don't know if he tried to go for max again. But I'm just setting up rocks. He tries to go for max again. Doesn't get it. I wonder what he's trying to weaken this down for, because we just go out into Zeraora and click Volt Switch. Especially if he's going to stay this low. And we're going to click Rapid Spin just in case he sets up rocks. So he goes for the X Scissor. Not sure what exactly he was predicting. Maybe me to go back out to Celebi. But I'm pretty sure Zeraora at -2 SPDF knocks out with Volt Switch here. So we just go for Volt Switch. This boy's really low. Gonna get some nice chip off on this. Definitely could still be scarfed because of what it's shown. Whimsicott comes out. Whimsicott. Specs? No, he's not Specs. It only did 15 to a non-SPDF Celebi. Celebi took 15 from an Energy Ball. So this boy's not Specs, but he is max special attack. From the looks of it. Yeah, this boy's max special attack. So a max special attack. I'm assuming he's Scarfed then. Beedrill does not go down to a Psychic here. So I think we can just go out to Beedrill. Oh my gosh, this U-turn does damage. We're just going to U-turn out. Doesn't really have a solid U-turn switch in, and if it is Cobalion, we just go right back out on this thing and Volt Switch. It is going to be Landorus that he's going to want to go out into. So we'll U-turn, get some nice chip damage. Still don't know what kind of set he is. I'm leaning more to Scarf because of what he's shown. I don't have anything Scarf of my own. So yeah, I'm definitely leaning more to Scarf Landorus. Things are getting really chipped down. We don't have any speed boosting on our team either, so Scarf Landorus is just really a threat. What to go out into? Scarf Landorus just wins, to be honest. This thing's getting scary. I mean, we could always bluff Scarf on Gren. No, we're about to go hard Gren. Because Gren on a Scarf Landorus dash Scarf. This U-turn will not knock me out. And we just go for the Ice Beam here. As he goes hard into Goodra. Goodra, eat that thing up. That thing did 22. So we're seeing max HP, Assault Vest. We're definitely seeing max HP Assault Vest here. That boy is max SPDF too. Hold up. Sassy? This boy's sassy? What is it? How is it doing that little? Oh, I'm not Perdian. Why does it automatically change to Perdian? I'm Torrent. Torrent. Okay, and he's probably still max SPDF. I kind of just want to set up T-Spikes. I don't really know what he can knock me out with here. But I'm gonna go hard into Celebi. He just drops a freaking Draco. And that thing hurts. So we'll Leech Seed up here as he gets hard Cobalion. Oh, that sucks. So bad. That's horrible. That sucks. Well. I go down to X's here. B-drill on Gobalion. Close combat. He could just go for Ironhead here. Pretty sure Ironhead knocks out my Celebi. Ooh, Ironhead's doing nothing. X-Scissor is doing 52 to 60. That sucks so bad because I'd have enough HP to freaking live another one and I could rest up the damage and switch out. Man! Or rest up the damage and sit in and take my Leech Seed recovery and switch out whenever I feel like. Do I risk B-drill here? Because what does B-drill do back? You can only really drill run. Losing Donphan sucked. I think this is when we sack this boy. That's horrible. Missing that leash is just horrible. I can't risk sacking B-drill. Scarflanders is too much of a threat. I need this thing to switch in on its earthquakes. I have to go hard B-drill. Man, this sucks. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm sorry, right back. So that would have just knocked down my B-drill. I would have no more B-drill left. At all. Maybe this thing... No, because he switched up. I don't know what he is then. But we'll U-turn here. Maybe he's predicting drill run. Okay, so now he's just going to stay in and launch another Stone Edge. I'm assuming. Okay, so he volt switches. Nice. We eat that thing up. Goes Landorus maybe. We can try to get some recovery. Goes Whimsicott, and I don't see why I can't rest up on you. Celebi, Whimsicott, offensive but not specs. This boy doesn't knock me out with anything, I don't think. But okay, that did a lot though. Alright, so he goes Cobalion again. We're now at max HP. Dang. He's right back out into Cobalion. Zero Aura. Did not take a close combat at all. Should I risk the boy? What does he take from a Stone Edge? 30%. I feel like he could go for Stone Edge again. X-Scissor. He doesn't have Ironhead. He shows Volt Switch, which does nothing to me. So his best attack that hit me is close combat, and there's no way he's risking the close combat on a 100% health Celebi. I think I can go Zero Aura and fire off a huge Plasma Fist. Extra Cure activates. He gets for Stone Edge. That does 30%. I just want to fire out this Plasma Fist. Udra. Max HP. Udra from Plasma Fist. Would put it down to 12% from rocks. It would put it at 54. 54 plus 30 into 54 would knock it out. Goes Whimsicott. I don't think this thing's eaten if it's not even max HP. Oh, that boy actually took it. I've only ever shown one move at a time on this thing. So we just go hard Celebi. I don't want to show an item yet, as he actually knocks off. I lose my leftovers, which does suck. I'm gonna fire off a Leech Seed as he's just gonna stay in and knock off. So we'll Giga Drain because that will never miss. And we got rid of Whimsicott, so that's another threat down. Landorus is still a monster threat. As he goes right back out into Cobalion. I'm gonna fire off a Leech Seed as he just goes straight for X-Scissor. Not bad. Great play. This lets me go back into Zero Aura and click Volt Switch. Or do I have to go... has a move to hit Blacephalon. I have to go out into this thing and click the Volt Switch. I want to click HP Ice to predict the Cobalion. HP Ice is not going to knock out. And Volt Switch should knock out from here. As it doesn't. Ah, jeez. Oh my gosh, I'm really mad that it didn't knock out. But we should get the U-turn off here, and that should be it. Man. So we are able to take one U-turn with Gren on Landorus. I need Gren max HP to win this game, I think. But no, he just clicks Earthquake late game. I think I go Gren. And depending on what he goes out into, I'm hoping it's more of a bulky Mew. So just go out into Goodra. I think he's Sap Sipper. Unfortunately, Stone Edge missed. Yeah. But... so yeah, the Stone Edge miss was horrible for him because I still have Beedrill, but I would have never had to switch out there if I still had max HP, because I could have, if I had that HP from the recovery, I would have lived an X-Scissor every single time, unless he's Expert Belt, which he hasn't shown any sort of item, because he could have been. It wasn't Life Orb. I don't know if I want to sack Beedrill just yet, as it still can U-turn on a lot of his team, and probably even knock out Goodra from where it's at. I don't see Blacephalon doing anything the rest of this game. Doesn't outspeed anything, doesn't do much damage. So if we can dodge a Draco... Oh, or we just eat the Draco. Man, Blacephalon's bulky. That's my boy. That's my boy. Hold up. He got 16 HP investment. Ate that up. Alright, we better land this big Shadow Ball. He still has Earthquake. Alright. So Zero Aura can come out. Zero Aura to a Goodra, max HP, Assault Vest, max special attack. That boy is still eating everything. So we'll go on to Beedrill and click U-turn. So I wonder, we go out to Gren now, right? That should force in the Landorus. We just start firing off Dark Pulses. Man, I should have brought Shuka. I was gonna bring Shuka on Zero Aura. Man, Scarf Landorus is just gonna win. I should have brought Scarf on this thing. I think that's what's gonna make us lose. I still think we lose 1-0 here. Because either goes Landorus, clicks U-turn, and I Dark Pulse down his Mew, or he clicks, it goes out into Landorus. Okay, so I wonder if he knows I'm Scarfed. Thinks I'm Scarfed at least. I always eat this U-turn. Yeah, I always use that U-turn. So we know he's a Scarf 100%. We click Dark Pulse. That thing just dropped. And that thing's Scarf too. Okay, so he's preserving differential here. And I'll go Landorus and just click Earthquake to the rest of my team. There goes Zero Aura. Click HP Ice. Don't live that at all. And I think that's a good game. Yeah, Scarf Landorus prevails. That's really unfortunate. I mean, I should have brought... No, because I don't even think Scarf... No, because Scarf Gren knocked out Mew there and just knocked out this thing in the end. Should have brought Scarf Gren. Sure was a close game. It's all good. Should have went my gut, brought Scarf Gren. That's something I didn't bring and ended up paying for it, but it's okay because just another 1-0 loss. As we've been getting a lot, or no, 2-0 loss this time. So I believe we are 1-3, -4. If I can figure out, I don't know why is it doing that? Whatever. Okay, so I want to go to the dock, which is already up. With that loss over here in good old Pony Island, we dropped to 1-3. Actually, we dropped to 1-3, -2. The Hoskin Hoobas. I thought they were Hooba Hoskins. Let's see, did he say anything? What's that? Were you? You built. So because of that loss, we get a 1-3, -2. Don't fall down to 4th. We don't move anything. Man, if I would have just stayed in his Shadow Balled when he U-turned out on Blacephalon, I think that would have been a big play. I mean, I could have brought Water Shuriken, I guess. I would have actually picked off the last 2 mons in the late game, but definitely good prep on his part. I saw Scarflander coming from a mile away, but I thought it was too, like, I could have brought Scarf Kyurem to beat Scarflander's. Scarf Kyurem also would have done some hefty damage to Goodra as well as Whimsicott, and his team is pretty ice weak. So that would have been nice. I just thought Granwee Ebel could have handled things like Whimsicott and could have scared him out with some sort of Scarf, as well as handled Mew better because my whole team lost to a dual dance Mew. But his Zmon is Lando, so I didn't think he'd bring a Scarf. But it's alright. We do stay, excuse me, in 5th place. Jeez. In the division, or in the conference. Stay 3rd place in the division. We're down, but we're not out because we're still gonna have another chance. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you did enjoy the match. That's all for me. You will be seeing a RU tournament tomorrow, round 1 and 2. And if I win both the 1st and 2nd match, I will go. Or if I win one of the 2 matches, I go into the tournament phase of the match, so stay tuned for that. We will be using a team that was passed to me by Rotsboy, but if you actually have seen Joey's live on Thursday, it's a team that he thinks that was made by Phantos. I don't know where we got lost in translation, but if you go on his page, it's actually by Rotsboy. But he wrote Phantos in the title. Even though I guess maybe Rotsboy left it there from Phantos. I don't know. But somehow it got lost in translation. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah. Also, at the end of one of my videos will be my Nintendo Direct opinions and stuff. So they'll be up pretty late, but I guess better late than never. So that's pretty much all for me. I am York Gliscors, the coach of your New York Gliscors, and I will catch you guys later.